he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So there's no reason to make excuses of that. So that's true.
Well, we all look forward to that fight.
I mean, he signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So then now makes excuses, no.
So, earlier this morning, I spoke to Chas Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So, I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not.
If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record and still make a bag. Floyd has done this for years. He has done this for years.
Manny Pacquiao has erupted at Floyd Mayweather Jr., declaring that the former champion signed a professional fight contract and must face him in a real bout, not an exhibition.
The last few days, there's been rumors swirling around about you and Mayweather, and he's saying he's going to be an exhibition, you saying it's going to be a fight. And the second part of the question is, how would you face him for the second time after the first decision?
You know, that's proposed of exhibition that was long time ago, year after our first fight, but I didn't agree. And then I want a real fight.
Pacquiao insists Mayweather should stop making excuses, reminding fans that the agreement was for a legitimate showdown inside the ring. He has openly stated that he would never agree to an exhibition under these circumstances and insists that the contract clearly defines a real fight with official consequences.
Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said...
I wouldn't fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight.
Mayweather recently stated that his rematch with Pacquiao will be an exhibition rather than an official professional fight, adding that the event is intended purely for entertainment.
And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right, and as far as that, you know, what's it gonna be like fighting him again? You know, like 11 years later now.
It's just, you know, like I never really took any abuse, you know, in the sport of boxing. You know, still extremely healthy. I work out every day, and you know, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions. And so
he also admitted that the venue has not been finalized yet, saying he is still unsure where the fight will take place, despite earlier discussions about possible locations.
First of all, you know, Maypac 2 at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play in you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100%.
Pacquiao also admitted that the venue for the rematch has not been finalized yet, but he remained firm that the bout will be a real professional fight and not an exhibition.
The Sphere still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Okay, so it's still happening then.
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why, you know.
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't, yeah.
All right. You look good. You look already in shape. You know, what adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight.
I have the improved and better strategy compared to the last one.
I know it's something you've been wanting for a very long time. I know you felt that that first fight wasn't, you know, the best of you, right?
Yes. This time, no excuse.
According to some analysts, Mayweather allegedly breached the contract with Netflix by publicly calling the Pacquiao rematch an exhibition, despite signing for a professional bout.
There has been a breach of contract in terms of what Mayweather had to say the fight weekend of Fundora and Thurman. Apparently, he did an interview, said that it was an exhibition, that these guys didn't have anything to prove, that their legends were already set in stone, and that it would be an exhibition. He wasn't sure if it was going to be at the Sphere. Apparently, that is not true. According to a Boxing Scene article that interviewed Jazz Mather, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, said that, yes, the fight is contracted for the Sphere, booked at the Sphere, scheduled at the Sphere for September 19th. It is booked as a professional fight, not as an exhibition. It was never booked as an exhibition, which makes sense because Netflix got behind it, and I would assume that they would not want an exhibition. We said the other day, I think it was actually yesterday, we said that this fight has to be a real fight and not an exhibition because, one, Netflix is involved, two, Manny Pacquiao wants that get back, and two, also just betting lines. It's a huge aspect of this sport, and this kind of fight is going to generate a ton of money.
Pacquiao's camp has confirmed that the fight is officially booked as a real bout at the Sphere in Las Vegas on September 19th, and not as an exhibition. By claiming otherwise in interviews, Mayweather potentially violates the agreement's wording and timeline, creating confusion and contractual risk.
It's not going to be a real fight. It's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So, earlier this morning, I spoke to Jazz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao
Boxing
Promotions.
content creator Adrian posted on X that Mayweather could get sued, as he has been saying his fight with Pacquiao is an exhibition. However, according to the contract, it is a professional fight. Reports indicate that Mayweather accepted advance payments explicitly tied to the terms of a professional fight with Pacquiao.
Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse for the upcoming Manny Pacquiao rematch on Netflix, despite it currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is partially, but still, what? So if this is to be believed, and this is via ESPN, this is not random Twitter person reporting this. I think Mike Coppinger also reported the same thing. If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record and still make a bag.
Pacquiao's team is actively insisting that the original terms be honored and is pushing for full enforcement of the agreement. The acceptance of advances under the professional fight terms strengthens their position, as it demonstrates Mayweather's prior acknowledgement of the contractual obligations.
There's a disagreement in terms of whether this is a real fight or an exhibition, but really that's really falling on the side of Mayweather, since apparently he already signed the contracts, the deal was already done, he took some advances apparently on the actual agreed upon terms of the contract. And now there's a little bit of confusion. Apparently, he's been given till today, Thursday, to rectify this and actually move forward with the original agreed-upon terms of the contract.
Despite the controversies, Jazz Mather claimed the fight is still on and will be an official bout. He believes the rematch will be explosive and highly competitive, emphasizing that both fighters are in excellent shape despite their age.
Recently, we saw Manny in the ring. He's been active. Yeah. Floyd's been doing some stuff, but it's the other type of stuff, not serious. That was a sanction.
Floyd's Floyd. Listen, Floyd's Floyd. Don't get it twisted. 50-0. Floyd's Floyd.
Right.
Floyd does this in his sleep. Floyd and train to come back and listen. That guy, they're both on another level.
So who's in better shape?
You know what? They're both in excellent shape. That's why this fight is what everybody wants to see. I will tell you one thing. We're gonna notice something better from their last fight because they're both on their A game. These two,
the rematch is set for 10 to 12 rounds with 8-ounce gloves. The fighters are aiming for a target weight of approximately 147 pounds, although the exact weight is still pending final confirmation. These specifications are designed to balance competitive fairness with late career performance considerations.
Let's get into some of the key particulars as well. How many rounds is the fight? What weight will it be contested at? What ounce gloves will be used? Can you share some details there?
So 10 to 12 rounds, 8-ounce gloves. The weight has not been confirmed yet. Okay, we're still waiting on Floyd's side for this one, but it'll be about, we're hoping around 147 is what Manny wants.
Gotcha. And it sounds like the rounds could be either 10 or 12?
10 or 12, yeah.
And these will be 3-minute rounds?
Yeah.
Pacquiao has made it clear that he is training intensely for his rematch with Mayweather, preparing as if it will be a full professional bout with serious stakes. He said he is doing almost 30 to 36 rounds each day, reflecting his long-standing reputation for hard, high-volume training. This highlights his work ethic and determination to be in peak condition for big fights. Pacquiao has emphasized that this rematch is a real fight, not an exhibition, and he is committed to preparing at the highest level to compete at his best and honor the competitive nature of the bout.
I don't need somebody to push me to work hard, work more, but I did. I always put that in my mind when I'm in training. I have to do extra mile to get that condition. Like, for example, my fight is 12 rounds, so I'm doing 30 rounds, at least 30 to 36 rounds every day. So that's that's 30 rounds and 36 rounds that's a hard push, like not like taking lightly, but just push 30 rounds. So when I get to the ring, so whatever happens, I have stamina, I have gas, whatever happens. So that's the makes the fans happy and enjoy the show because of action. Because if I'm a fan, if I'm a fan, I'm going to watch a fight. So I want to see a fight that more on action because that's what I want to see.
Some analysts suggest that Mayweather's remarks about the Pacquiao rematch being an exhibition could be a calculated move rather than genuine confusion or a breach. By framing the fight in a controversial or provocative way, he may be attempting to generate extra attention and discussion around the bout. This type of publicity can heighten fan engagement, spark debates, and increase viewership, ultimately boosting ticket sales, streaming numbers, and overall revenue. Essentially, the comments might serve as a marketing strategy to keep the fight in public conversation and amplify anticipation, even if the underlying contract clearly defines it as a professional match.
I mean, I think that this is just a selling point. I think ultimately Mayweather has to agree to whatever the contract is. If it's a fight, I think one of the comments the other day really made a point that, one of the comments in our chat made a point that, has really stuck with me. Mayweather has to know the terms he agreed to. Come on, I mean, you can't just sign something and not know those terms. He's got to know that if it is, in fact, it has to be a fight, then he would do this. And then he knows he's got to go through with a fight. He may just be saying this just to sell the fight in general, just to sell it as, make it a talking point, make it a controversial point so that people want to wind up, talking about it more. It becomes a topic of discussion, and then from that perspective, people end up watching. More people end up watching it because it becomes more of a polarizing topic of conversation. So I don't know. I see this eventually getting straightened out. I think it has to. I mean, Floyd has to fight right now. I think Mayweather probably wants to fight right now. I mean, Mayweather wants to fight and probably has to fight right now, and Pacquiao seems to want to and have to as well. So in one way or another, I think this is going to get straightened out.
The CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Jazz Mather, has confidently stated that the upcoming rematch between Pacquiao and Mayweather is expected to become the biggest streamed fight of all time. He believes that with Netflix's massive global reach, the event will go far beyond traditional pay-per-view numbers and redefine how boxing is consumed worldwide. Mather has even suggested that the fight could become the most watched sporting event in Netflix history, surpassing previous high-profile streams and breaking new digital-era records. According to him, this is not just a rematch, but a global spectacle design for a new generation of fans, combining elite boxing with cutting-edge production and worldwide accessibility.